Hey up Paul, we left episode 13 with us chasing the playoffs. This is episode 14, let's see how we got on. So at the end of 13 we were hell for leather chasing them playoffs. We had a couple of games left to try and catch Sheffield United. Now, there's the table. We're 45 games in, 4 points off, the dream's over. We're finishing 7th this season. But it's not for the one to try and look at this run. I can't fault the lads at all. So, from February onwards, we lost twice. And look at this run here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 games running, we lost 1. We only dropped to 4 points in other games. I can't really ask any more. Those tough games we'd lost, the battle against Leeds 2-3. 2-2 right to the last 10 minutes. That was pivotal. Our last game we beat West Brom, we were top of the league 1-0. We were dirty comfy, we absolutely battered them. The most one-sided 1-0 I've ever seen. Sheffield United played later, they won their game, our dreams are over. Now as I say, I can't fault the boys, they gave everything and we had an absolutely stonking late season run. However, the title of this episode is How to Fix a Slump, and we had a slump, we had a huge slump. Just look here, earlier in the season, we'd just beaten Reading 5-0, we're absolutely magical in that game, and then beat Charlton 1-0, and then we fell off a cliff. We lost against Portsmouth, we lost against Swansea, we only got a home draw against Borough, we lost again at West Brom, scratched to win against Ipswich, and we lost another 3. 4 games, we had 1 win in 11, that's cost us in the end. So perhaps I should have addressed it sooner, but when I did address it, in come the wins. So what did I do? So first off, you take a step back, you have a look at the results, and I'll look at them losses, the close losses. I'm not getting battered anywhere, and further inspection into the games. Let's take Blackburn, for example. Match stats. Blackburn 9 shots, 5 on target, 1 clear-cut chance. 17 for us, 11 on target, 1 clear-cut chance, 62% possession. So immediately I'm thinking, why aren't we winning that match? What's gone wrong? So you delve a bit deeper into it. As I delved a bit deeper into it, I found the issue. Temptation is to get the tactics that you've been using relatively successful and just rip it up, start again and go completely different. I've done it before, it doesn't work. What you need to do is have a look, especially on close games like that, what needs to be changed, because there's not an awful lot wrong. So what I found was this. I went to my tactic. It was this tactic here. And at the time, my box-to-box midfielder wasn't a box-to-box midfielder. He was a Mazzala on support, meaning he filled these areas here, in theory. But when I watched the match, he actually wasn't getting forward enough. He wasn't getting into these areas. So when we were getting the ball out wide with Lucas and Jones, and the inside forwards and wingers, there was no support for Bizet. He was a bit isolated, so I needed someone in that gap. Now I had 2 options from that point. I either go a bit more aggressive and stick a attacking midfielder in that zone there, but for me my tactic was working, there wasn't a lot wrong, so simple change, instead of the Mazzala we went to a box-to-box midfielder. Now the box-to-box midfielder will get into these areas, it'll get into the box, it'll support your striker a bit more, and it'll be even more attacking when you're in a more positive mentality like we are, and he's got the backup of a DLP and a halfback to sit back, so he knows he doesn't have to get back. So what happened was Barnes had a great season, late spurge of form, and he helped us out with 3 assists and a couple of goals when he got brought in. He was filling them gaps, that sorted us out. The take-home message from that is, before you rip up your tactic, before you go completely different, go for something else, have a little look at the stats, have a look where the chances were coming or weren't coming. Where did you need a bit more extra help? In my case, I wasn't getting enough support to the striker. I needed someone in them gaps to get the late surges into the box. Now, if you're losing heavily, the slump may be a bit more serious, and that's when you might have to completely change that tactic up a bit more. Back to the Penrith boys. Where does that leave us? Well, we're going to finish 7th, which is going to be our best finish in the championship, so we're definitely making progress. We're disappointed not to get to the playoffs, because I believe that late surge, we deserve to get there. But we're not going to panic, we're going to play this last game, get this season done, chalk it off, and we move on to season 9. Now, or is it 10? I'm not quite sure, we'll find out. So what do I do now? I do what I always do. I look at my squad. Where do I need to improve it? What can get us over that finish line? So changes will be made, additions will be brought in. I'm not bringing in as many as the last pre-season because the spine of the team is there now. They're positive, they're not far off. So I'm looking at 4 or 5 quality ones to get us into the playoffs next season. I've said it before, I'm sounding like a broken record. The pressure's cranking up a bit because I need to get these boys in the Premier League before Football Manager 21 gets out, otherwise I'm a failure. So that's it now, pre-season planning starts. We've already made a couple of signings there ready for new season. We're going to have a freshen up in the staff department as well, get some more quality in there, see if that makes a little difference because we're so close, we just need to tweak a few little things. So look out for 4 or 5 new signings. They're going to be higher quality than we've already got. We're going to renew some loans. We're putting the groundwork in now for season 9 or 10, I don't know which one it is, but I'm putting myself under pressure. I've got to get us up, so let's get on to the next season.